Hello dear students, this is Mr. Hitesh Patel, Assistant Professor LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. In this video series, we will discuss a subject basic mechanical engineering. Today in this video session, we will discuss transmission of motion and power. Okay, and in this topic, we will discuss the gear drives, chain drives and pulleys. So let's start. First of all, types of the gears. Okay, so first of all, the gear drives are known as positive contact drive, and in this gear drive there are two gears, one is driving gear and another is driven gear. When the driving gear and driven gear both are fixed and they are in mesh with each other, at that time if we transfer the power to the driving gear, the driven gear is also rotated but in opposite direction, and by this way the transmission of the power takes place. So let's discuss. First gear is spur gear. In spur gear, the teeth of the gear wheels are parallel to the axis of the wheel, and this type of gears are commonly used in machine tools and automobile gear box. Here in this figure you can see that the teeth of the gear wheels are parallel to the axis of the wheel. Next is helical gear. So the helical gears are similar to the spur gear, but the teeth which are cut in the form of helix around the gear, and their teeth are not parallel to the axis of the shaft. If the teeth are parallel, then it is known as spur gear, but in helical gear the teeth are not parallel to the shaft axis. Two moving helical gears have identical helix angle and in opposite direction, and this type of gear are mostly used in automobile for transmission of the power. Here you can see that the two gears are connected with each other, but the teeth are not parallel to the axis of the shaft. They are at some helix angle. Okay. Next gear is spiral gear. So the teeth of the spiral gear are the same as helical gears, and it cut along the helical path. In spiral gear there is a point contact. In helical gear there is a surface contact is there, but in spiral gear driving gear and driven gear are in point contact, and there is a curvilinear contact in case of helical gear, while in case of spiral gear there is a point contact. Okay, and these are used for transmission of the power between two non-parallel and non-intersecting shaft. Okay, here you can see that this is the spiral gear. Here you can see that the axis of the driving shaft and axis of the driven shafts are different. They are not parallel and non-intersecting shaft. Next is bevel gears. So the teeth of the bevel gear are cut on the conical surface. In most of the cases, two bevel gear are always at right angle and of equal size. If these bevel gears are of equal size, then it is known as mitre gears. Okay. Here in this figure you can see that this is the basic arrangement of bevel gear. One driving shaft, another is driven shaft, and they are transferring the power at 19 degree. This type of gears are mostly used in differential gearboxes. Next is worm and worm wheel. A worm gear drive consists of worm and worm wheel. A worm has more number of the helical threads of the trapezoidal shape cut over it. A worm wheel is a gear wheel with tooth profile, consists of small segment of the helix which engages with the worm. In this figure you can see that there is a worm and worm wheel. Okay. Next is rack and pinion. So rack is a rectangular bar consisting of series of straight teeth cut over it. The rack is a mesh with another small gear which is known as pinion. It is used to convert the rotary motion or of the gears into reciprocating motion of the gear, and it is used in the machine tool such as lathe, drilling, planing machines, milling machines. Okay. This is the figure. you can see that the rectangular bar, that is rack, and the gear, that is pinion, and the pinion is rotated, the rack is sliding reciprocally. So we can convert the rotating motion into reciprocating motion with the help of rack and pinion. Okay. Now velocity ratio of the gear drives. So what is velocity ratio? So it is defined as the ratio of speed of the driving gear to the speed of the driven gear. The speed of the driving gear is N1, speed of the driven gear is N2. So velocity ratio is defined as N1 by N2. If we are assuming that there is no relative slip between the pitch cylinder of the two gear wheel, then we can write down the equation as pi d1 n1 is equal to pi d2 n2. Pi and pi term will be cancelled, so the equation will be n1 by n2 is equal to d2 by d1. So velocity ratio is equal to n1 by n2 is equal to d2 by d1. Now the circular pitch for both the machining gear remains the same. Then we can write down as pi d1 by t1 is equal to pi d2 by t2. So we can write down the equation as d2 by t1 d1 is equal to t2 by t1. So from above equation, the velocity ratio is given by n1 by n2 is equal to d2 by d1 is equal to t2 by t1. Now this is all about the gear drives. Next topic is chain drive. So we already familiar with the word chain, and we have already show the application of the chain drive. So a chain drive, we know that as it is a positive contact drive and there is no chances of the slip between the chain drive. So the velocity ratio remains the constant, and the chain drive is suitable for small center distance and it can be used up to 3 meter. Chain drive is used for transmission of the power in bicycles, motorcycles, rolling mills, agriculture machinery, machine tools, conveyors, etc. There are large application of the chain drive. A chain drive consists of two sprocket. Okay. The velocity ratio of the chain drive is given by N1 by N2 is equal to T2 by T1. Next topic is pulley. So pulley, that we already discussed in the types of the gear drive. So pulley are used to transmit the power from one shaft to another shaft with the help of belt or rope running over the pulley. Endless belt or endless pulley are fitted over the belt drive and we can transfer the power with the help of pulleys. Pulleys are made from the cast iron, cast steel, aluminum. The main parts of the pulleys are rim, hub or boss or rib. Okay. There are various types of the pulleys with which we can transfer the power with the help of belt or ropes. So the pulleys are, the first one is solid pulley, second is split pulleys, third is step or cone pulley, fourth is fast and loose pulley drive, fifth is jockey pulley, six is guide pulley, and the seven is grooved pulley. So first one is solid pulley. So solid pulley is made from the cast iron and solid pulleys are relatively smaller in size. Next is split pulley. So from the name we can easily understand that the split pulley is divided into two parts, okay, and with the help of nut and bolts we can join these pulleys. Next is step or cone pulley drive. Step or cone pulley drive is used when the speed of the driven shaft is required to change frequently. Okay. Next is fast and loose pulley drive. When number of machines are rotated on the single shaft, at that time for a particular machine we need to, if we require to stop that particular one machine, at that time this fast and loose pulley drives are used. When we require to stop that machine, we will transfer the driven belt over the loose pulley drive, so that there is no transfer of the power takes place from the driving shaft to driven shaft, and there is no transfer of the power. Now next pulley is jockey pulley drive. Jockey pulley drive is used to increase the angle of contact between the belt and the pulley. When the belt is continuously rotating at that time, due to contraction and extension, the belt becomes, or length of the belt is increasing, and due to that there is chances of the slipping takes place. So that with the help of jockey pulley drive, we can put necessary amount of tension in the belt drive. Okay, so that is the use of jockey pulley drive. Next is guide pulley. Guide pulley. So guide pulley is used to guide the belt, and this type of pulley is used to transfer the power when we are transferring the power to non-parallel and non-intersecting or intersecting shaft. Next is groove pulleys. So from the name we can easily understand that on groove pulleys, number of grooves are done, or number of grooves are generated over the pulley, so that in the groove the belt teeth are fitted and there is no chances of the slip during the operation. So this is all about the pulleys. If you have any queries, then you can write down your comment in the comment section. Thank you for watching my video.